Before I start the video, I just want to say thank you guys for watching my previous video, which is the Tsuka credit card gag scam, which apparently causes Windows to see as a threat if you download the exe. I have no idea why it does that, but back to the video and what this is supposed to be. So I got thinking after I made the Tsuka video, and I came up with an idea. Not a very original idea, but a somewhat cool software and learning experience. I'm going to make a software that randomly generates characters and saves it in a text file, but with a user interface. With making the Tsuka gag scam, I learned a lot with Tinker, and with Python practically being my main language, I was up for the challenge. Before I started recording and setting things up for this video, I already got working on the main feature of the script, which is generating random characters in order to make a password, as seen here. I already made the code needed, and the reason why I have 3 categories is explained as a note on line 11. For this script, we will be using characters that are the alphabet, numbers, and special characters such as the $sign and the @ symbol. My plan, as you can see on screen, is the software will ask you how many characters you want the password to be, and then after that, I got it working on how to save the password as a text document and adding future passwords to the text document. First, I tested it out to make sure making the text file works. Then after that, I did some more coding and I ran into a bit of a problem, which is when it saved the random password, it would print out the value none. But I realized why. It's because I had the print in the line of code. After that, I got everything to work properly. Then it was time to implement asking the user for the name of the password, which wasn't that hard. All I had to do was write in an input asking the user to name the password, and at the bottom of the code, add that to the text file. After that, I added the code where it asked the user for the file directory. After a little bit of working and fixing bugs, I got it to work. So that's out of the way, but here is where the bulk of the work starts, which is using Tinker. Now, with the making of the Tsuka gag scam video, I learned a lot about Tinker, so this is definitely helpful knowledge, but doesn't exactly mean Tinker is a joy to work with. But I need to do it, so there is no avoiding it. So I imported the stuff I need for Tinker and got to work. I designed a layout for the UI in MS Paint, which from there, most of the script Tinker stuff is just me copying and pasting code from the Tsuka gag scam script, which I would imagine it wouldn't make anything entertaining to watch about, so I'll just show some progress of it. So I got to display text along with the entry box, and now it's just I gotta do that 2 more times. Then I did that. Then after a few hours of fixing bugs and slowly getting things to work and finish my project here, I did it. And to wrap this all up, here's a video of me explaining the software and parts of the code. So I will be explaining what my software does, or at least part of it, and showing you how to properly use it. So here's our imports, which is basically all that we need for our stuff to work. We're going to be importing OS, which is so we can create our passwords.txt file and edit it and read it. So, and random right here is what we'll be using for this right here. And our Tinker is our user interface stuff that we need. And resource path right here is so when I convert the Python file into an executable, I can add additional resources such as the icon, so it will work as a standalone executable. So here are resources, as in every time you see root in here, it refers to tinker.tk. It just makes it a lot easier to read. And yeah, and then here is our window icon, which goes to our resource path. So when I convert to an executable, it will be able to work properly. Now for what these 3 things right here mean. So if I open up my software right here, as you can see, file directory input is basically this entry box right here where I can type anything into, which is we want to type our file directory into. Our number of characters will be obviously the amount of characters we want this password to be. So like how many characters long? Let's say I want it to be 16 characters long, and the password name will be for our password entry box right here. Let's say I want the password name to be Twitter, even I don't have a Twitter, but we'll continue back to the software later. Directory, so our directory info, which is file directory input, which essentially means we go over here to run this line of code, which is our directory folder. So what this .git means is when using Tinker, whatever is in this entry box right here will it will read it, what's in the entry box. And so that's what it means. The .git, it will get what's in the entry box and then read it. And then unless you change the Python file, every time you save down a password into a location, the text file will always be named passwords.txt if there already isn't a passwords.txt file. So for generating a random password, how does it work? So for I in range, which essentially means I is basically all the stuff that you see right here that I highlighted. And that's basically whatever this is going to repeat it the amount of times, which is our number of characters, which is what we input here, which is 16. So it reads what's in this entry box is an integer, which is 16. So it will repeat it 16 times. And you're probably wondering, why is there three variables here? So as you can see, there are less numbers and special characters than there are letters in the English alphabet. So this is what this line of code means, which is if you read the note, it will basically tell you that it will randomly select each time crypt characters is selected. It will randomly select one of these variables here. So everything has a 1/3 chance of being selected, therefore equal. And you might wonder, why is it in the for I in range? Is that because every time it's in the I in range time, it refreshes the crypt, the variables. If you want to understand a little bit more into it, I will have a link below named "Why do we have variables in the for I in range?" So anyway, yeah, there'll be a link for that down below. And now towards the save the random generated password, what this essentially means is because this will become the string value, which is basically how many times we generate it will print out a string, which is just a list of characters from these how many times we want it to, and then it will just save it in our save path right here, which is passwords.txt. It will then write about 3 spaces and then whatever you want to call this, a line, and then space, and then the name for the password that we have set here. So and all this right here is sort of explained in the notes. Will explain it, and if you know Tinker, it will make a little bit more sense to you. I'm not going to bother explaining it because it's a lot to explain. But I'll show you how to properly use it. So you are going to want to get your folder up here, which has, for mine, has passwords.txt in it. So I'll just remove passwords, which is what I'm going to do. And you just want to open the folder and just go over here to the address bar of the folder and just copy it and then paste it into the file directory. Then we'll just type in how many characters we want it, and then we'll say this is for our Twitter account. So click save, and then it should create a text file. And if there is already a text file, it should just edit it, adding it onto there. So here's our random letters and our thing for Twitter. So let's say I want one for our YouTube, our alt, and it will be 40 characters long. And then click save. Let's reopen the thing. And there we go, it added the YouTube alt. It's pretty simple. I tried my best to make it user-friendly for interface and reusable. So that's my script I made called Tinsidadunt et tutu, which it's Latin for safe and protect, I think. But we'll just call it the TNT. So TET is the little script I made, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys want to see more of this, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and I don't really upload daily, so you can probably hit that bell icon if you want to know when exactly I upload. I will not spam your notifications, and if you guys have any suggestions on something I could make next, feel free to comment down below in the comments, or if I post it on Reddit, feel free to reply to it. And I hope you guys have a God bless day. If you have any more questions and you need my help explaining part of the code, feel free to ask me in the comments or reply to the Reddit post I made about this. And yeah, links towards the GitHub will be down below in the description, and along with the executable version if you don't feel like if you don't have all the Python stuff, or if you don't feel like messing with the Python stuff and you just want to run the thing right off the bat, the executable link is down at the bottom where you can download. And I left some links to basically what helped me when I came across errors I did not mention in this video. I just left links there that said they helped me, because well, give credit where credit is due. So, yep. God bless you guys, and have a nice rest of your day or night, whatever. Goodbye, bye.